What if I told you that the biggest reason you're not rich yet is you? Sounds harsh, right? But it's the truth. Most people unknowingly sabotage their own success, repeating the same patterns that keep them broke. Maybe you felt it too, working hard, dreaming big, yet somehow never breaking through. And it's not because you're not smart enough or capable enough. It's because of 3 silent mistakes that block your wealth without you even realizing it. I see it all the time. People chasing success, feeling frustrated, wondering why money always seems just out of reach. But here's the thing. Wealth isn't just about working harder. It's about removing the mental and financial blocks that are keeping you stuck. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what they are and, more importantly, how to eliminate them for good. If you've ever felt trapped in a cycle of struggle, this is your wake-up call. Because once you understand these mistakes, you'll never look at money the same way again. You'll see opportunities where others see obstacles. You'll start thinking like the wealthy do. And when that happens, everything changes. So stay with me until the end of this video, because I promise you, what you're about to learn could be the turning point in your financial life. And if you're ready to shift your mindset and attract abundance, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's get started. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money effortlessly while others struggle no matter how hard they work? It's not luck, and it's not just about intelligence. It all starts in the mind. The first and biggest mistake that blocks wealth is thinking like a broke person. And the worst part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. Think about it. How often do you catch yourself saying, "I can't afford this," or "money is hard to come by"? These thoughts might seem harmless, but they shape your reality. When you believe money is scarce, your brain will look for proof that supports that belief. You'll focus on what you lack instead of the opportunities right in front of you. And guess what? The wealthy don't think this way. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "How can I afford this?" They train their minds to see solutions, not limitations. And it's not just about words, it's about habits. Broke thinking leads to broke decisions. If you see money as something you spend instead of something you multiply, you'll always stay in survival mode. If you believe wealth is only for lucky people, you'll never take action to create it for yourself. And if deep down, you feel guilty about having more money than others, you'll subconsciously push it away every time it starts to come into your life. But here's the good news. You can rewire your mind for wealth. It starts with awareness. The next time you catch yourself thinking like a broke person, stop. Ask yourself, is this thought helping me grow or keeping me stuck? Replace limiting beliefs with powerful ones. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," say, "What can I do to make this possible?" Instead of believing money is evil, remind yourself that money is just a tool. It amplifies who you already are. And instead of feeling like wealth is out of reach, start acting as if it's already on its way to you. Your mind is a magnet. Whatever you focus on, you attract. So, if you're always focused on lack, that's what you'll see more of. But if you train yourself to see opportunities, they'll start showing up everywhere. And that's exactly what the wealthy do. They don't wait for money to come to them. They program their minds to create it. So, ask yourself, are you thinking like a broke person or like someone who's ready to build real wealth? If you're ready to shift your mindset, type "I choose abundance" in the comments right now. Let's make this change together. If I handed you $1 million right now, would you still be rich a year from today? Most people think so, but statistics say otherwise. 70% of lottery winners go broke within a few years. Why? Because wealth isn't just about how much money you make. It's about how you manage and multiply what you have. And that brings us to the second biggest mistake that blocks financial success: ignoring the power of money habits. Think about it. The way you handle small amounts of money is exactly how you'll handle large amounts. If you're constantly living paycheck to paycheck, spending without tracking, relying on credit cards, and never saving or investing, more money won't fix the problem. It will only make it worse. That's why so many people who suddenly come into wealth, whether through inheritance, a big bonus, or even business success, end up losing it all. They never built the habits to sustain it. On the other hand, truly wealthy people, no matter where they started, developed daily habits that allow their money to grow instead of disappear. Let's be honest. How often do you actually check where your money is going? Do you know how much you spent last week, last month, or even last year. Most people don't. They make money, they spend it, and then they wonder why they never seem to have enough. Wealthy people think differently. They track their income, they know their expenses, and they prioritize saving and investing before spending. They don't wait until the end of the month to see what's left. They pay themselves first. They understand that money flows where it is respected, and if you don't respect your money, it won't stay with you. But it's not just about saving. It's about making your money work for you. Most people work for money, but wealthy people make money work for them. Instead of spending every extra dollar on things that lose value, they put their money into assets that generate more money. They invest in businesses, stocks, real estate, and other opportunities that create passive income. And the best part? You don't need to be rich to start. Even if you can only save or invest a small amount right now, it's the habit that matters. The discipline of managing what you have is what prepares you for bigger financial success. So, if you're serious about changing your financial future, start now. Track every dollar, cut out wasteful spending, and most importantly, create a plan to grow your money instead of just spending it. Because if you don't control your money will control you. And trust me, that's a cycle you don't want to be stuck in. If this is a wake-up call for you, hit the like button right now. Let's make this message reach more people who need to hear it. Be honest, how many opportunities have you ignored because you were afraid? Afraid of losing money, afraid of making the wrong decision, afraid of what people might say if you failed? If that fear has ever stopped you, you're not alone. But here's the truth. The biggest risk in life is avoiding risk altogether. And that's the third mistake that keeps people broke. Fearing risk and failure so much that they stay exactly where they are. Think about this. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by playing it safe. They took risks. They invested when others hesitated. They started businesses when others doubted them. And yes, they failed, many times. But instead of letting failure stop them, they used it as fuel to grow. The difference between the wealthy and those who struggle isn't that successful people never fail. It's that they see failure as part of the process, not the end of the road. Every mistake taught them something. Every setback made them stronger. And every risk they took, whether it worked out or not, moved them closer to success. But most people don't think this way. They cling to the illusion of security. They stay in jobs they hate because it feels safe. They avoid investing because they're afraid of losing money. They wait for the perfect moment to start a business, but that moment never comes. And in the end, their fear costs them more than any failure ever could. Because while they were trying to avoid risk, they were actually taking the biggest risk of all, wasting years of their life stuck in the same place, never growing, never building real wealth, never reaching their full potential. So, let me ask you, what would you do if you weren't afraid? What investment would you make? What business would you start? What dream would you finally go after? Because that's the real question, the one that can change everything. Fear will always be there, but you have a choice. Let it control you, or use it as a signal that you're stepping into something bigger. The next time you feel afraid, remember this. Successful people feel fear too. They just don't let it stop them. If you're ready to stop letting fear hold you back, comment below. I choose to grow. Let's break through this together. There's a secret that wealthy people understand, something that isn't often talked about, but it's the invisible rule that separates those who attract money from those who constantly struggle. And here it is. Rich people don't chase money. They attract it. Sounds strange? Think about it. The people who are always desperate for money, who stress over every dollar, who operate from a place of fear and scarcity, they're the ones who struggle the most. But those who act as if wealth is already theirs, who focus on creating value instead of just making money, who trust that abundance is coming, they're the ones who actually get richer. Why? Because money flows to confidence, certainty, and value. Wealthy people don't wake up thinking, how can I get more money today? They ask, how can I create more value? They know that money is a byproduct of solving problems, of serving others, of making an impact. That's why they invest in themselves, in their skills, in their mindset. And the more they grow, the more opportunities come their way. The world rewards those who bring value, not those who beg for wealth. So, here's your challenge. Stop obsessing over money and start focusing on growth. Instead of thinking, how can I make quick cash? Ask, how can I provide something valuable to the world? Because the moment you shift your mindset, the moment you start acting like the kind of person who naturally attracts wealth, you'll see the opportunities, connections, and resources start flowing to you. If this resonated with you, type "I am ready" in the comments. Let's make this shift together. And if you've ever wondered why some people make a lot of money easily, while you, even with so much sacrifice, study, and dedication, can't prosper, if you want to discover the secrets that helped me unlock my mind and go from debt to millionaire in less than 1 year, I have something amazing for you. In my new book, Rich Mind, I'm going to show you that getting rich is easy and that what's really difficult is convincing yourself of it. If you want to put an end, once and for all, to your hidden enemies who sabotage your success and unlock your mind to make money towards the life you deserve, I will leave the official link for you to download the Rich Mind ebook here in the description and in the first comment pinned to this video. Dare to think differently. Let's continue. Now you know the 3 biggest mistakes blocking your wealth. The question is, what are you going to do about it? You can keep thinking like a broke person, making the same money mistakes, and letting fear control your decisions. Or you can decide, right now, that you're done with that. That from this moment on, you will think, act, and operate like someone who is building real wealth. Because that's what it takes, a decision followed by action. Stop telling yourself that money is hard to get and start seeing opportunities. Stop ignoring your financial habits and start managing your money with intention. Stop fearing risk and failure and start using them as tools for growth. Every successful person you admire had to make this shift, and now it's your turn. So, what's your next move? Will you take control of your mindset, your habits, and your future? If this video gave you value, subscribe now, because I have so much more to share with you. And if you know someone who needs this message, send it to them, because wealth is meant to be shared. The first step is awareness. The next step is action. And your time to act is right now.